In a world that never stops, this is your permission to pause. Welcome, I'm Anya, your yoga teacher and meditation guide, and together we're going to breathe, soften, and reset. Today we are going to be practicing Yin Yoga. This class is going to be focused on an introduction to Yin Yoga. Whether you have experience with Yin Yoga or not, this is a great class for you. Grab your bolster, blanket, and 2 blocks, and let's get started. Start by grabbing your blanket, opening it up all the way, folding it nice and long, and placing it right on top of your yoga mat. Yin yoga is practiced so close to the floor, so it's really important that we have the right support for us. Making sure that there's softness between you, your knees, your body, the floor allows you to be able to enjoy the moment a little bit more, be present rather than focusing on what is uncomfortable for you. Keeping your props nearby, we will start by coming to a seat. Find your way either onto a block, a bolster, another folded up pillow. Find your seat with your legs out in front of you, maybe one leg next to the other, not crossing the ankles so that you can stay a little bit longer without feeling any tingling sensations in the legs. Another way to find your seat is to bring your feet back, bend your knees, and sit back on your heels. This is another option to find your comfortable seat, especially if you feel any kind of tension or pain in the lower back. This is a way to relieve some of that pressure in your seat and allows you to feel a little bit more supported. Sit on your block in between your feet. Having a little bit more support will always be helpful. Find your breath. Your natural breath, not trying to control it in any way. Notice the inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Feel the seat rooting down, crown of the head reaching up. When you feel as if you've landed, close your eyes. Notice the natural breath, observing without trying to control it. Feeling the gentle lift and lower of the chest and belly as you inhale and exhale. Now is a great time to set an intention. An intention for class that allows you to bring your focus back to this present moment whenever your mind wanders. An intention could be something, someone, or some place that you would like to honor in your practice today. Know that you already have so much. You are making this intention from the seat of abundance. You are not lacking anything. As you inhale, allow the intention to fill you up. And as you exhale, let the intention ground you down. Inhale and allow your breath to fill up the belly, fill up the chest. Exhale, let it go. Our breath is our guide when we are in our Yin Yoga practice. Our breath guides us out of the mind and into the body. The mind is going to wonder, how much longer do we have to stay in this pose? It may want to force you closer to your edge. The body is in the present moment. The body holds so much inner wisdom, and it is up to us to listen. Keep observing your breath. Find the top of your inhale and find the bottom of your exhale. Take a moment to seal your intention now. Seeing it as if it's already happened. Gently bring your chin to chest and let your head hang heavy, feeling the gentle stretch in the back of your neck. And start to open one eyelash at a time. It is now time to make our way to our next posture. Our first pose is going to be butterfly pose. Start by keeping your blocks right at your sides, making sure that your props are within reach. Bring the bottoms of the feet together and take your knees out wide. Then take your blocks and find support underneath your knees and your thighs so that you have more availability to notice the sensations rather than be pulled by them. Take your blocks and find the right support where the sensations are about a 5 or 6 out of 10. In Yin Yoga, we are never going to be so close to the edge of our sensations so that we are wondering how much longer. We don't want to pull the muscles in any way. We want to gently open them up. And find a nice tall posture here, reaching up through the crown of the head and down through the seat. Take a moment to breathe and notice. Notice your natural breath again. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, walk your hands forward, finding a hinging at the hips as you start to reach your hands more and more forward. We continue to target the hips, the inner thighs, and now we involve our back as well. Once you find a place where the sensations are about 5 or 6 out of 10 on a scale, you stay right there and know that you have found your place to stay. The first 30 seconds or so when we first come into a pose is all about finding the right props and the right shape for us. Every day our body shows up differently. Every day we are going to have to stop, pause, and listen to our body and meet the body where it is instead of forcing it to be in a certain shape or posture. Find your natural breath. Don't try to control it. Observe how it flows in and out. Maybe you start to close your eyes. Maybe you start to soften a little bit more as you let your head get heavier. Always keeping the sensations at about a 5 or 6 out of 10. The reason we hold these poses for such a long time is to be able to work with parts of the body that don't often get strengthened or stretched. We're working with the fascia, the ligament, the tissue, the bone. Find your breath again. Observe how the sensations are starting to change now that you've been here for some time. Come back to your breath. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Is there any way that you can soften just a little bit more? Are you pulling yourself further? Can you back away a little bit so that you can stay for longer? We'll take 3 more breaths in this shape. Let these be the longest inhales and longest exhales yet. Slow it down to feel more. Take a deep breath in and start to slowly walk your hands back. Coming back to your seat. Find this nice tall posture reaching up through the crown of the head. Feel the sensation start to back away down to a 2 or 3 out of 10. And then taking your hands to the outsides of your knees to bring them back in towards each other. After we finish a pose, there's a time where we have a rebound in between poses. This is a continuation of the previous pose in many ways, because we are coming out of a pose that we spent so much time in. The rebound gives us time to lower those sensations. It gives us time to breathe and process and download all that we have maybe experienced in that last pose. Physically and emotionally, it is our most vulnerable time during the Yin Yoga practice in the rebound. And a rebound can be in stillness just like this, or it can be in slow movements. So one way we can do that, take your hands back behind you, walk your feet a little wider and drop your knees down to one side and then to the other. Movements are so slow, like a sloth. Nice and easy. Maybe close your eyes if you haven't already. Let's start to make our way to our next pose. Our next pose is called child's pose. For this pose, make your way to tabletop position. Take your knees wide and your toes together and sit your hips back on your heels. Once you come into this shape, you'll start to come a little bit more forward as you drop your forehead down towards the floor. Now, coming into this child's pose for a few breaths is one thing, but we're going to be here for a while, so let's find some more support. So if you're noticing in your child's pose that bringing your forehead down towards the floor is creating a lot of discomfort and pain in the back of the neck and shoulders, it's creating a distraction. Simply bring your block right underneath your forehead and come right back down. We're still in that first 30 seconds where we're getting into this pose. Let me show you a few other things that you can do to get even more comfortable. I like to bring my bolster right in between my thighs and then start to come down onto the bolster, letting an ear come to the bolster or maybe my forehead to the bolster. If your hips are high and you have some space between your hips and heels and you're feeling a lot of tension in the knees and in the lower back, take your bolster in between your hips and your heels and come down. You may likely need something underneath the forehead if you're doing this, giving yourself a little bit more support. Now that you've found a place to stay a little bit longer, you have found your support. Find your breath. Find your natural breath, not trying to control it in any way. Then start to let your breath slow down. By actively bringing our attention to the breath, we can start to communicate with the body. The body shares a lot of messages and information when we inhale and exhale. When we hold our breath, everything tightens. Inhale to expand and exhale to soften and deepen. Observe how your body reacts to the inhale and to the exhale. Watch where the breath naturally flows and where the breath may naturally feel a little bit of resistance, a little bit of discomfort. Observe these sensations in the body. and keep adjusting your shape as you need until you find the right place for you to stay a little longer. When we adjust, we also are not just adjusting in the physical body. We're adjusting our awareness by taking it out of the mind and into the body with the breath. So if at any point your mind starts to wander, you actively start to practice taking away the thoughts just for now so that you can bring your attention into the body. You may notice your sensations starting to shift now that you've been here for some time. Take a deep breath in. This time, exhale side out through the mouth, let it go. We are here for 3 more breaths. Now, making our way to pause in a rebound. You can stay nice and tall in your seat, or maybe you start to come all the way down to laying down. There's all kinds of ways that we can take a rebound, but the most important thing is that you just intuitively listen to how your body wants to go into the shape and pause. Follow the body, listen, and observe. It is now time to make our way to our next pose. For this next pose, still keeping all of our props nearby, we are going to make our way down onto our bellies. Come all the way down, and we make our way to a Sphinx pose. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Maybe you take the arms a little bit wider if you feel any tightness or any pulling in your neck and shoulders. Let the arms support you here. Spread your fingers out like stars. Feel the support in the forearms and the palms. Now, bring attention to your right leg. Lift the right leg up and reach it back. Same thing with the left. Reach it up and back, creating a little more space in the front of your hips. This pose starts to really target the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Take a moment to observe how this feels for you. Notice and make any shifts that help you stay longer in your pose. Maybe that means taking your hands out a little bit more if you feel a lot of sensations in the lower back, because you can always come back. You can always soften a little bit more, taking your elbows wider. Find your Sphinx pose here. Now that we have found the right shape where we could stay a little longer, we're going to find our breath. Find your natural breath. Take the attention away from the mind, away from any judgments, any expectations, any to-do lists, and just bring it to the breath. One of the best parts about Yin Yoga, and especially in the way I practice, is it is extremely meditative. Meditation is something that has helped me a lot. It helps me manage emotions. And it also helps me return to myself. When we return to our breath, when we return to our body, we come home. We remember exactly who we are. And we can start to move a little bit more purposefully and intentionally. mindful awareness to help us observe the sensations in the body, to help us detach from any judging thoughts, any worries, acknowledging that they are there, but choosing contentment, calm, self. We have a few more breaths left in this Sphinx pose. Option to stay right here, or you could start to make your way to a seal pose, pressing into your palms and starting to straighten out your arms. Let your arms support you. Maybe we'll bring our chin down and head heavy, adding more of a stretch in the back of the neck. Three more breaths right here. Slowly you come down, bringing your elbows to the floor if you're in seal. And then taking your elbows out wide, slowly coming down. Let's bring our right ear down to the floor. Maybe you created a pillow for your head. Starting to slide your knee up, finding this little half froggy rebound shape. Watch the sensations move away from the lower back. Slide your right leg down. Bring your gaze over to the other side, and same thing with the other leg. Stay in this rebound. Now start to slide both legs down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders and start to come up. For our next pose, we'll just roll over onto our backs. Our next shape, we'll take our arms overhead, relaxing the arms out wide. Scoot your shoulders down. Let your feet extend out in front of you, also out to the diagonals. We take the left arm and meet the right arm. You scoot your shoulders down, maybe fingers touch, creating a little side stretch here. Left foot can meet the right foot as you come into your banana pose. Close your eyes. Notice how things feel. Let everything be heavy, melting down. Letting the earth hold you. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. Let's take 3 more breaths here together. Longest breaths yet. Slowly take your left arm out to the left diagonal. Left foot comes out to the left side. Pause for a breath. Bring shoulders and hips in one line. And then we'll go over to the other side. Right arm reaches for the left. Scoot your shoulders a little bit so that you can feel yourself find your shape, so that everything is heavy and close to the floor. Then take your right foot to meet the left. Maybe you cross your ankles. Keep both hips nice and close to the floor. If your right hip is starting to come up off the floor, you've gone a little too far. Back away. Let everything melt down more and more. Find your breath. Observe the sensations in the body as you stay here longer. We're here for just 3 more breaths. Now come back to center. First with the right arm out to the side, right foot out to the side. Give yourself a full body stretch, and then let your arms come down at your sides, palms facing up. It's time for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Check in with how things feel. If you're feeling any tension or any pulling in the lower back, we did a lot for the lower back today. Take your bolster and bring it right underneath your knees. Scoot your shoulders down your back. Option to cover the eyes with an eye mask or an eye pillow. Nothing else left to do. Feel the earth supporting you. Feel your breath moving through the body as you inhale and exhale. Yin Yoga, it is the practice of returning home into the body, of quieting the judging mind. No space for ego, practicing patience, and returning to self. We always end in Shavasana, a moment of quiet, returning to that present moment, returning to your intention. It is here where we let our body experience the close to the practice that it so deserves. The body holds deep wisdom. It is authentic. It is loving. Our body always guides us in the right way. By listening to the body, we can make decisions from that truthful, most honest place of who we are. Find yourself in this pose here, in this Shavasana, in this moment of rest. Letting go of anything else that no longer serves you. You're exactly where you need to be. It is now time to start to deepen the breath. Move your tongue around the inside of your mouth. Wiggle your jaw, stick out your tongue. And then start to give yourself a big full body stretch, reaching your arms back, pressing your heels forward, and folding your knees in towards your chest as you roll over to one side. And with your eyes closed and head heavy, make your way back to the seat where we began our practice today. Find your comfortable seat, elevating the hips, and bring palms together in front of your heart. Rooting down through the hips and sitting tall through the crown of your head. We find ourselves in this present moment. And we close our practice in gratitude. Gratitude for the sacred breath, for guiding us. Gratitude for the body, its deep inner wisdom. Gratitude for all those who have practiced before us, who have shared their wisdom with us. Bring chin to chest. Bow down to the inner teacher within you. Bow down to your true nature. Gratitude for your inner guides and intuition. Your inner light. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you. I'm Anya. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'm so excited for the journey we're going to go on together with more classes and more meditations. This is the place where you get to pause and reset. Please like and subscribe and share any comments of what you had experienced today and what felt good and any questions you may have. Thank you.